Benjamin is the name. I grew up in Jamaica, became a medical doctor there, and soon after that became an entrepreneur distributing automobiles. My wife and I did very well during that season, and then we ran into some challenges because of the real estate mortgage crisis in the United States of America. We fell into a financial valley back in 2008. We were able to climb out of that valley because of the network marketing industry, which we today really endear because it helped us to get ourselves back on our feet. In 2020, we got introduced to the idea of trading using our phones and laptops, and it's truly been a very rewarding experience. And I would say, this community of Xtreamfx Global Academy is definitely something that each and every one of us, eventually, I believe, will seek to just embrace the whole idea of trading. And just to ask us, I guess all of us who may be adults on here, put a number one in the chat if you do not have a driver's license. Put a number one in the chat if you are an adult and you do not have a driver's license. You're 18 and over, and you do not have a driver's license. All right, let me ask us this way. Let me ask us as a positive question. If you do have a driver's license, put a number one in the chat. All right. If you do possess a driver's license, put a number one in the chat if you do have one. Okay. So let me see who has a driver's license. All right. So Millie, you have one. Joshua, you have one. The person with those numbers as their name, you have one. Joan, you have one. Anyone else? You want to put one in the chat if you do have a driver's license. Paula Sinclair, Michael Ogeimbo, you have a driver's license. Put one in the chat if you do possess a driver's license. All right, so everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people so far have said yes. Bibi, you do not have a driver's license. Okay. All right. Okay, Bibi, do you have a driver's license? You did not put one in the chat. Okay. So we're going to interact with each other here. We're going to have a sincere, open heart conversation about money. And as we are talking about money here, everybody here except for BB said, yes, you have a driver's license. So everybody on the call except for BB didn't confirm if she does. Well, I know she does because she dropped me home when I was in Florida after our party on the yacht. We had a party on a yacht in Fort Lauderdale and we had one of the most amazing times. And she dropped me home. So I do know she has a driver's license. Right? So BB has one as well. So everybody on here has one, including myself. Now, question for you. Put a one in the chat if you have a money earning machine. Put a one in the chat if you have a money earning technology. If you have a technology that helps you to earn money, if you have a trading technology that helps you to make money trading the financial markets of the world, put a one in the chat. If you have a trading technology, just the same way you have a driver's license, you may have a car, you may know you got your license so that you know how to drive one. Put a one in the chat if you have a trading technology that helps you to make money. You've gone through the process of learning how to drive, obtaining a driver's license. Now you have one so you could drive a motor car and be functional on the planet where driving is concerned. It's not compulsory to have a driver's license, but we all everybody on here went through the process to try and get one to make life simpler and more comfortable, even though we don't need one. You don't have to. There's nothing that says you have to have a driver's license. So why is it that we go through that process to go and do that? Because we want life to be more comfortable, right? So Paula Sinclair, you're working on getting a technology to help you to earn money. She doesn't yet have one. Anyone else, anyone on this call, you own your own technology to help you to learn to make money trading the financial markets. All right, put a one in the chat. If you own your own trading technology that you can use to make money. You bought it, you purchased a safety trade system, which is a trading technology. You have one now. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, so BB from the USA, you do have it. Millie, you just got yours. So that's two of you. I have mine. So 3 of us on this line right now.
Sorry to interrupt you, Dr. Hani. Please, very difficult to understand whether American English or Jamaican English is difficult. Can you
I'll slow down for you, sir. What's your name, please? What's your name, please?
Official English is better. We are global. It's global business, so It's very difficult if you speak dialogue. Yeah.
I'm going to slow down and remove the
please,
dialect.
kindly.
What's your
Especially
name, please?
Ali.
A-L-I?
A-L-I.
All right, thank you. And which country you're from?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Man, I love it. Addis Ababa, right?
Yeah. The land of Rastafari.
All right.
Welcome back, Ali. Ali was on yesterday, Dr. B.
All right, great. So, Ali, I will speak the Queen's English and I will slow my accent down so that you will slow the speed of my speech down so that you could hear me. Because I sometimes get very excited, Ali, and I speak so fast when I get excited and I just run over the words. They sound clear in my head, but obviously they're coming up with my Jamaican accent that's been colored with the American accent and colored with the Nigerian accent. So it's all blended together, all right? So welcome, Ali from Ethiopia. Have you ever traded before, Ali?
Thank you. Thank you.
Your network is breaking. Have you ever traded the financial markets before?
You know, I'm new to this industry.
Okay, you're new to trading. You've never traded before, right?
Yeah, I never traded before.
All right, great. All right. So right now, online, all of us have a driver's license, but only 4 of us out of the 10 names on here have a trading system that helps us to trade the financial markets. So we're going to show everybody what I believe, the same way all of us went through the process of learning how to drive. I believe that as we go forward, the standard way in which we make money will be to trade in financial markets. The same way nobody wants to take a horse and buggy to move from one part of their country to another. We get a driver's license so that we can drive a modern motor car. So I believe that as we go forward, it will become normal for people to trade the financial markets to make money instead of only working a job or going out into the marketplace to sell a product or service to earn money. I absolutely believe that more and more people each and every day will start to learn how to trade the financial markets and why. There are individuals, Ali, and those listening that are earning 2,000. In fact, Esther, her name is Esther Put. She came to this very presentation that you're on about 3 to 4 weeks ago. She listened to the presentation, and Ali, she decided to buy the trading technology that I'm going to show you. She was already trading to some extent, so she knew something about trading. And would you believe it? Her first day of using something called the scanner, she earned over $600 US. Last week, last week, Friday, which is a week ago, she earned $3,000 US trading that single day. And she did it in 1.5 hours, in 90 minutes. Now, put a number 2 in the chat. If you're excited that you could literally use a technology and earn $3,000 in 90 minutes, put a number 2 in the chat if that sounds exciting to you. Ali, how does that sound to you? Does it sound exciting?
Yeah, very exciting and very powerful.
Very exciting and very powerful. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the same way we went through the process of learning how to drive, some of us may have gone to a driving school. Some of us, our parents may have taught us how to drive. We did it because we wanted to drive an automobile so that we would not have to take public transportation or maybe use a horse and a buggy to be able to move ourselves around. Because in today's society, there are automobiles that if you have a license, you could drive one. So here is the education that can give you an opportunity to trade the financial markets and make way more money than you could do working a traditional job or selling a product or service. I believe that as we go forward, working a traditional job will be like a donkey cart way of making money. I believe that if you're not trading the financial markets to make money, you're not living in the modern age. That's my belief. And ladies and gentlemen, more and more people are starting to realize that making money trading the financial markets is the way to go. We also have a very aggressive affiliate marketing program that allows for you to earn money by sharing this information with people. I started off in Xtreamfx Global Academy as an affiliate. As an affiliate, you can enroll with a little over $100. It's 168 US dollars to get enrolled, or $249 at our professional level. You could use either one of these packages and get all access to educational materials and videos and libraries and classes. And you can also earn money from our compensation plan. You can earn $500 a month, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, and even more, that our company will pay you as commissions based on the number of members that you enroll in our community. So this is a very exciting aspect of what it is that we do. So when I saw this program, the reason I joined was because of this compensation plan. But after being involved and selling, because I was focused on selling the education to people, I was not using the education for myself. I was focused on selling it. But what happened is that I saw some of the students who purchased this education, went to classes, watched the videos, practiced in their trading account. I observed 2 students earn over $1 million US in one single year using the education of how to trade the financial markets. I witnessed our own daughter start trading and making money from the financial markets before I did. So I said, you know what? I have to learn this. I had to learn it. And that's when I started watching the videos. I started going to the classes, and then I started making some money from trading. But I wasn't trading in the beginning. And then in April, to make our life simpler, we got the safety trade technology, which I'll show to you now. If you choose to join as a student and you want to remain only as a student, you could pay the $89 per month if you have a current student ID, or $99 a month if you do not have one. And then you could pay $159 per month if you want to have access to our Forex and our Nadex and binary options. All right, let's look at the safety trade product. The safety trade product in Xtream is only $599 for a 1-year license. So the 4 of us that have already purchased ours, BB, Paula, myself, right? And so that's BB, Paula, Millie, and myself. We have already purchased our technology. So we have our personal technology that's going to help us to earn money from the financial markets. You could choose to do the same thing as well. It will cost you $599 for a 1-year license to have it. And then you could pay $75 per month for the signals that we're going to send you using the system. All right, so let's take a look at what this entails. All right, wow, look at this exciting stuff happening over here with something called Bitcoin. Okay, so there are some of us here who are probably not familiar with this app. And before I do that, let me just bring this up. Is there anyone here who has never traded the financial markets before? You have never done it. Ali, you said you're just starting to learn. So Ali, and you'll be unmuted and we'll get to talk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Is my English better?
Very good, very good. If you continue like this, we'll appreciate it.
You're welcome, Ali.
Not only me, many people also, they don't want to say, but
I know. I get it whenever I travel around the world. You know,
Yeah.
I speak so fast, and my Jamaican accent just takes over the whole thing, and people don't understand. So don't feel bad. I heard it many times while I was in Nigeria. Okay. All right. So anyone else? What about Joshua? Have you traded before, Joshua?
Yes, I have traded before. I still trade.
All right, great. So Joshua trades. I'd love for Joshua for you to be unmuted, and Ali, right? If you could also be unmuted as well. So we'll have a conversation as Ali, who is just starting. Joshua, you're already trading and still trade, and I think it's going to be helpful. Michael, right? Ogeimbo, have you traded before, sir? Yes or no?
No.
Never traded. All right, you could stay unmuted too if you'd like. and I think everybody else here, is some level. I know Deverton has his technology as well, and so forth. All right, so great. All right, so Michael, Ali, and Joshua, the four of us, we're going to have a conversation about trading. Now, before this particular technology became available, we used to have to learn to use this website called TradingView. Now, it's a very intimidating website for me. I don't know about you, but the first time I saw this, I got a headache, right? For example, Joshua, do you know what this is? This red, yellow with these lines and numbers here. Do you know what this is called?
To me, I think that's more like the entry, the stop loss, the entry point, and
Okay, so what do they call it? Do you remember what they call this thing?
I remember the name.
Fibonacci retracement, right?
Okay, Fibonacci. Okay, yeah, Fibonacci. It's looking different.
Yes, this is it, right? So this thing gives me a headache. I don't know where the top is and where the bottom is. In addition to having to understand Fibonacci retracement, you have to understand how to put in what are called support, resistance, and trend lines. Is that right, Joshua?
Yeah, very true. That's right.
And then after you put in the support resistance lines, and you put, let's say you put them here and you put them down here, and then you're hoping for the market to either go above here or down here, and then give you a retest and then make a trade. Is that generally how you were taught to trade, Joshua?
I didn't get that question right.
Yeah, so when you do this chart and mark up your chart, does it go the way you expect it to go all the time?
No, it doesn't go all the time.
Right. So sometimes you're expecting it to go in a certain direction and it doesn't, and you end up losing money. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money. Is that what generally happens?
That's true. That's true, yeah.
All right. Now, here's the thing about this. Let's just go on Google and ask this question. Could you read this question at the top here for me, Joshua?
Okay, let me see. Okay, what percentage of retail traders lose money?
Okay. And what is the answer?
90%.
90%. In fact, if you read it out, you'd see that it's actually more. In fact, some studies show that as much as 99% of retail traders lose money. And the reason is that to really understand how to mark up this chart is a lot of work and a lot of learning before you could even get to the point of using this website properly. So a lot of us do not get, a lot of people start learning how to trade because it's clear that if you know how to trade, you can make a lot of money quickly. But a lot of people do not get to the point where they can earn a profit from it, okay? But we have hope, right? We have hope, Joshua, and everybody else listening. We have big time hope, right? Not just a little bit of hope, a lot of hope. All right, so here comes Mr. Kevin Gerger, the developer of this technology. He developed this for his sister who suffers from epilepsy. Well, the background of him as a trader is that he traded for 5.5 years using this very website, and he lost money, $26,500 over 5.5 years, trying to learn all of these different strategies that are taught. Now, after a while, he figured it out. He became profitable. He developed this technology on the screen. It's called a safety trade system. And he developed it for his sister to use it to trade and make money on the financial markets. That's the reason he did it. His sister suffers from epilepsy. She could not hold on a job. So he decided to design this so that, his sister could have a safe way to trade, okay? Now, if you could identify these 4 things, and Michael, you have never traded before, correct?
Yes.
All right. So do you have a Windows laptop, or could you get one if you don't have one?
I have a laptop.
All right, wonderful. So you could download this free app. The app is free. It's called MetaTrader 4. When you download it, it's going to look like this called TradingView. It's going to look like this. That's how it's going to look. But if you buy the safety trade system, you're going to download a set of indicators and it will change your MetaTrader 4 to look like this. Joshua, all right, you're familiar with MetaTrader 4, right?
Yeah, very, very familiar.
Right. So your MetaTrader 4
sorry,
does
can
not look.
come back again?
No, it doesn't
Say
look
that
like
one more
it.
time.
You said Metal Trader 4. I didn't get that.
Yeah, MetaTrader 4. That's the name of the application, Michael. So the
Okay.
application that you download is called MetaTrader 4. It's free. But Joshua, you have MetaTrader 4. Does your MetaTrader 4 have these green and red bars and so forth at the bottom here? Does yours have this?
No.
No.
It's,
And the reason is that that's the safety trade system. So the safety trade system is going to change your laptop, not your laptop, your MetaTrader 4 to look like this, okay? All right, Ali, are you there, Ali? Just want to make sure that the four of us are here together to just understand how simple this is and how powerful.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, wonderful. All right, so on today's Saturday. So on Saturday and Sunday, we could trade cryptos. All right, the market is open for crypto. Okay. And question for you, Joshua, have you ever traded Bitcoin US dollar before?
At times I do, but not frequently.
Okay, is there a reason why you tend to stay away from it?
Yeah, because of its volatility.
Because it can go up and down at any minute and you end up losing money. Is that the situation?
Yeah, that's true.
Right, because right here, we could see that it was coming down, then it started going up, then go down, then go up. So it's very difficult to know when to go into the market because you could go into the market for a buy and it turns around on you and you lose money. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very correct.
Right. So if we can show you that the point, we're going to show you the point when the market is going to go up or go down with 99% accuracy, which means that you can count on the system. Ali, you could count on the system. That's what we're saying. So let's see if Ali and Michael could identify this as a beginner. We're gonna look at this as beginners, right? Now, at the top part of the screen, there are these green and red things going up and down. Michael, they are called candlesticks and wicks. The thick part is the body of the candle. The thin part is called the wick. Can you see these, Michael?
Yes.
All right, great. So at any point in time where these candles are, that's where the price of the market is. Joshua, is that correct? Yeah, Joshua. Did I lose Joshua?
Yeah, I didn't get that question. I'm here. I didn't get the question right.
All right. So wherever the candles are at a particular point in time, that's where the price of the particular asset is. Is that correct?
Yeah, very true.
All right. So Michael and Ali, you could see that these candlesticks, these green and red things, they're called candlesticks, they are above this red wavy line that moves kind of meanders up. It's going upward, but you could see this red wavy line. Ali, can you see this red wavy line going up?
Yes.
Right. Michael, can you see that?
Yeah, sure.
Right. That's called a moving average. So coming on the screen, we could see that these candlesticks, they are above this red line. Could you agree with me that they're above?
Yes, they are.
Right. Also, at this point, could you agree with me that the candles were below it? Do you agree with me that the candles were below the red line?
Yes.
Right. And then we saw 2 arrows. First, we saw a red arrow pop up on the screen. The red arrow generally says the market could go down. Do you see this red arrow pointing down, Joshua? Can you see that?
Yes, I can see it. I can see it.
All right, great. So we're going to discuss 4 simple things, Michael, Ali, and Joshua, and everyone else listening, that we look for to identify a trade. When we should go into the trade, that's the key thing, right, Joshua? The key thing is to know, should I buy or should I sell? Is that right?
Very true.
Right. So here now, we're moving forward. Can we see that a green arrow popped up on the screen? Can we see that? A green up arrow.
Yes.
Great. All right. So that's the third thing or second thing that we're looking for. One, the price was below this red line that's moving through the screen. The second is that the green arrow popped up on the screen. The third is that these five indicators, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the bottom, these 5 indicators, they're called indicators, Ali and Michael. That's the name of these areas. Each of them is an indicator. We need for all 5 of them to be the same as the green arrow pointing up, all right? Are all of these down here at the end of the screen, are they the same color? Yes or no?
Yeah, there's some color.
They're the same color. Great. All right, so we're going to wait for something to happen. Now, the market generally goes up and down, up and down. So as Joshua was saying, the challenge is to see the market going up, and Bitcoin US dollar is very volatile. He's right. So it's going up, 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 up. And if you jump into a trade thinking it's going to continue to go up, you could see it turn around on you very quickly and you lose money. Right? Is that what generally happens with Bitcoin, with most traders, Joshua, in your experience?
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens. All right, great. So here's what we're going to do to make a safe trade on Bitcoin US dollar. That's volatile. We're going to wait until the 4th level from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to wait for the 4th one to show red. Okay? And everything else is green. Wait, it almost turned red there. It didn't, but okay, good. Can we see the red now? Can you see some red on the screen now, Joshua? On the 4th level from the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
Right in this little corner spot here. Can you see the red?
Yeah, I can see the red.
Okay, Michael, do you see that? Ali, do you see that?
Yeah.
So there are 4 things that we're counting. 1, if we look here where my mouse is, the price was below the red line. Can we see that? That's number 1. Do we all agree that's the case? Yes, yes?
Yes.
Right. Second, do you see the green arrow pointing up?
Yes.
Third, did everything down here turn green as the green arrow? Same color.
Yes.
Yes.
Fourth, number 4, did the 4th level from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, did that become red?
Yes.
All right, when that happens, you're going to get some training and practice. We'll right-click in this box, click the word trading, look for the word new order, and then we're going to put in what's called a pending order. Now, Joshua, here's how we trade using the system. We use pending orders. We do not do market execution. Market execution means you're putting in the trade right away. A pending order means that you're going to put the trade for a buy. We're going to put an entry price above this red line. So we're looking to put an entry price above the red line. When you put in an entry price, you're going to see a line on the screen just like this. That goes across just like that, right? Are you there? Are you there, Joshua?
Yes, I am.
All right. Now, when the price is down here, Joshua, it means that if it doesn't turn around and come to this line, it will not activate the trade. So if it keeps going down and it does not activate the trade, would we lose any money, Joshua?
No, as long as it doesn't activate the trade. No loss.
Exactly. All right. So let's see if our system is correct. Let's see if it's going to turn around and go up. Now we're going to go for some profit. So we're going to go for some profit on the trade. We're going to go for 1 to 3 pips for beginners. So Michael and Ali, during your beginner phase, you should only try to get 1, 2, or 3 pips on a trade. You should not go for 5 and 10 and 50 pips on a trade. You learn what a pip is, points, right, in terms of how much money you can earn. So Joshua, all right, let's see 1 candle at a time. The market went down. See, it started going down. Let's see what happens. Went down some more. Went down some more. It's down here. When that happens, for those who have the system, you should pull your entry price down a little bit more, okay, when this is going on, just in case this call a buck. This 5th indicator is called a buck. This green one is called a buck. If it stays green, you keep the trade. If it changes to red, you'll come out of the trade, right? So when it went down to here, Michael, you see when it came down to here, right? Now when it's going down like this, a lot of traders would have jumped in here thinking this is a time to sell. Is that true, Joshua?
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Our system says, no, this is not a sell. Green, 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 red, green means buy. That's what the system says. Buy, buy, buy. So you'd have put in a buy stop. So if the market turns around and goes up, it will activate the entry price at the bottom line. And if it touches the second line, you'd have made a profit between these two lines, okay? So let's see if the market turned around and went up based on those indicators. What happened here, Joshua? What happened?
Okay, I can't see the end of the screen. It's not showing very well.
Can you see that now?
The screen.
Can you see what
Yeah,
happened now?
Yeah, I can see that it went down. I've not seen it turn back up. Maybe have to scroll the screen. Okay,
shrink your. Are you on a phone? Turn your phone sideways.
No, I can see it now. I can see it now. Okay, good. Yes,
Ali,
it went up.
Ali, did you see what I just described?
Yes, yes.
You said yes, Ali? Ali, I'm not hearing you. What about Michael? Did you see what I just described?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
Right? Did you see where these red candles, red goes down, green goes up? That's how the system works. When you see red, it means those candles are going down. When you see green, it means those candles are going up. Can you see that it went down and then it turned back around and went up?
Yeah.
Right. Now, Joshua, let's say we want 3 points between here and here. How much money would Femi or Ali earn if they traded $1 per point in this trade right here? How much money would they earn if they traded $1 per point?
And that'll be $3.
$3. What if they traded $10 per point?
That'll be $30.
Right. All right, $30. And how long did it take to win this trade, Michael? How many minutes, right? After this happened, how many minutes?
I mean,
about 3 minutes.
I don't have it. Yeah, well, true.
Right?
That's it.
Okay. Are you with
Yeah.
me, Joshua?
Yes, I'm with you.
Right? Is that amazing or what?
Very amazing.
All right, wait, it gets even better. Okay, so wait again, right? Everything turns green. So, and here's it, Joshua. At this point of entry, you'd have opened, for those like Joshua and others, Ali and Michael, you'd have to practice this at first, but Joshua, you would understand this. Right here, you'd have opened 2 pending orders, 2, okay? Right here. What you're going to do is that when this starts going up, the first time it pushes up, you close one of your 2 trades with 5, 10 pips as an intermediate level member, if you already understand trading, right? The second trade, you're going to change your stop loss. Your stop loss should have been down here. You'd have changed your stop loss. Instead of your stop loss being down here, you're going to move your stop loss to entry or a little bit above entry. So the first trade, you'd have closed it at 5, 10 pips. You made your profit on the trade. The second one now becomes a risk-free trade because you're in it, but you're not, your stop loss is at your entry price. Do you understand that, Joshua?
Yes, very well.
So as the trade is going up, what can you do with your stop loss? You keep pushing it up higher, right? And what are you doing? You're locking in profits as it goes up. So you would not be knocked out of the trade until it reverses and comes down to here. And you'd have made the pips between here and here. Is that amazing or amazing, Joshua?
Very amazing.
Wait, look at this. The second one happened. It came back down, came to our line. And when it happens the second time, you have to be very careful because sometimes it's going into reversal. When it happens the second time, it's not as good as the first, but you could still go for it. Didn't you win the second trade as well, Joshua?
Yeah.
Do you see this pattern? Green, green,
Yes.
green, red, green. Michael, Ali, can you see this? Green, 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 red, green. Right here. Right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Green at the bottom, green in the middle, green next, red, and then green. Can we see that?
Mm-hmm.
And when it happens, it's a chance to put in a trade to win a trade. And Joshua, I explained to you how to catch all of these pips. Okay, those are for intermediate level, advanced level people. You will open up 2 trades. You close one, which means you've guaranteed a win. The second one, you're going to put in your stop loss at entry or a little bit above entry. So if it reverses on you, no big deal. You already won the trade. But if it keeps going up, you could move your stop loss and follow the trade up until it reverses and taps you out and pulls you out of the trade. Is that wonderful or wonderful, Joshua?
Yeah, very wonderful.
And then this is on Bitcoin US dollar. This is not on a currency pair like, Euro USD that's kind of tame and, slow moving. So you could see how the candles are behaving to try to jump out or jump in. Right? Okay, let's see, it happened again, right? Market came in, went sideways into what's called consolidation. Traders do not like to trade or want to be there, but we know where the market is going because our indicators tell us. Okay, and then we can wait for the sell setup. So once we now see the prices above the green line, Ali, I'm speaking fast again, you could tell, right? All right, Ali, let me slow down. All right, so the green line, price is above, right? Came down below, the red arrow popped up. When the red arrow popped up, we're waiting for everything here to turn red. If everything turns red, which it did, everything turned red, we're gonna wait for the 4th level to turn green. Can you see when it turned green? Red, 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 green, red. So instead of going for a buy, what would we now go for, Joshua? What type of trade would we go for? A sell. So we're going to put in a sell down here, and we're going to go for 1 to 3 pips again. Let's see if the market turns around and goes in our direction. It kept buying. You could see the red turned back to green. So it did not put us in the trade. It did not activate the trade. So we would not lose any money because we did not do market execution. That's one of the most powerful things about this strategy. You do not do market execution. You do pending trades. And here's another one, right? When it came up and it started to go up and down a bit, it came back down, turned red. You would have the opportunity to put in an entry. You could have won that trade. And it doesn't matter what the asset is, right? So here we are now, everything turned red. Okay, everything turned red. For the intermediate level people, they would have gotten here for a fill in the gap, right? Right here would be a fill in the gap. I personally would have taken this trade going down. I put a pending order for a sell after it came up to here if I was on this chart. Okay, and I want that trade going this way. So this is an amazing technology. And here's the thing about it. We have something called a scanner. Let's go to the scanner. Now the scanner scans the market and tells us when the setup has happened. So let's look on here. The scanner right now just called out a trade on LTC BTC, OMG BIT, and XMR USD. The scanner just called these out. And the scanner is telling you that if you come here and look for XMR USD, let's look for it. Let me see if I find it here. It's right here. Okay. And even though it's Saturday, we could still trade. You'd have to have a broker that gives you a very good spread. So you have to be very careful of that. If you do not know what that spread is, don't worry about it. You're going to be trading on it. So on the left side, Ali, you'll put the 5-minute chart. On the right side, you put 1. Don't worry about the 5 minute and the 1 minute right now. Just know that you're going to be trained on it. So, Michael, here how cool this is, right? Listen to how cool this is. This system sends you an email to tell you that there's a trade on XMR USD. Even if you do not know what XMR is, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to come to the MetaTrader 4, look for it in this list on the left-hand side. Do you see this list on the left-hand side that I'm moving up and down?
Yeah.
Right. So you'd have it in your list, and then you'd put it on your screen. Now, if the trade is a few minutes that it was announced. When we see this red arrow going down, it means it's announced under 5 minutes. If you see this yellow, red and blue and yellow thing here, if you see that, it means the trade was just called in under 1 minute. So we're looking at a trade that's somewhat, and here are 2 more. Let's just read what they say. Could somebody call this out for me? Joshua or Michael or Ali, could you read what it says at the top? new safety trade, XTZ USD M15, which means 15-minute buy stop. New safety trade, Ethereum, Bitcoin, M15, 15-minute time frame buy stop. But right now we're looking at this trade that was just called out by the system. So the system sends us a message to tell us when red, 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 green, red has happened. Michael or Ali or Joshua, could you see that little dot of green right here? Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, I can see
Right.
it.
Yes.
Just
So we'll
one.
go ahead. And what type of trade will we put in now, Joshua?
A sell stop.
A sell. All right. So would I put in a sell that the system just called out? Let's see what, because it kind of went before we got a chance to come back here. What happened right a couple minutes after Joshua?
Okay.
The price went down.
Yes,
It
it went down. Did you win that trade, Joshua?
Sure.
Yes. So the system, this is a money printing machine, guys. Don't take this information lightly. Don't, all of us on here have a driver's license, but only 4 of us on the line have a money printing machine called a safety trade system. Guys, I believe that is going to become a standard thing for us to trade the financial markets and make money instead of nobody today would go and buy a donkey and a cart and say that's their transportation. I don't think anybody on this line would do that, right? Would all want to buy an automobile that has an engine, and some of us probably want some of the new ones that are coming out with the flying automobiles that are now coming out, where you have the automobile that flies instead of drives. Guys, we are living in a day of advanced technology. So if you do not have technology helping you to earn money, I believe you'll be living in the donkey cart days. If you're not trading and earning money in the financial markets, it's going to be more and more difficult because people today are earning $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 in 15 seconds, in 15 minutes. Joshua, right? In this move right here, from right here to right here, how much money could somebody earn between this line and this line? Could you tell me, between these two lines, how much money could somebody earn on a Saturday night in Nigeria trading XMR USD between these two lines? How much money could somebody earn?
Some cool amount of money. Trying to get how many pips that is. But
all right, let me measure it.
Money.
Let me measure it. How many pips is that? The number is in the middle, in the center. It's 7 pips, according to this. All right, 7 pips.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so how much money could somebody earn if they win 7 pips?
That depends on the lot size they use. If they
Correct.
Use, the lot size determines the amount.
So could somebody earn $700 between these two lines on a Sunday night in Nigeria using with what we just showed?
That should be. I mean, the person used is it one lot?
Yes, correct. So they have to have a lot, one standard. So see, Joshua is a trader. Guys, I'm telling you. Let me calm down. Ali, hopefully you could hear me. All right. So in simple terms, the system gives us the data on what to trade. So you and I do not have to go and mark up the charts. We can rely on the system to send us messages. Here's another one, Ethereum, Bitcoin on the 1 minute, just called out by the system, right? On the first column here is the 1 minute, the second is the 5, the third is the 15. So we went and we look for Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think I have it here. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Do I have it? Right click and then go look for it. All right. And then we're going to look for Ethereum, Bitcoin right here. Right. So it's now in my list. Okay. And then I'm going to put it on the screen so everybody could see it. Okay. So Ethereum and Bitcoin. Ethereum, Bitcoin. All right. Let's go look at it. All right. And let's see what it's doing. All right. So it's Ethereum, Bitcoin on the 1 minute. You could see that, Joshua, could you see that it came down and it went above? Can you see that? All right. Red, green, red. Can you see that, Michael? And then what we're going to do is that we're going to put an entry line down here, down below this line for a sell. So if it reverses and comes down between our two lines, you'd have won that trade on the 1 minute. Okay? That's the power of the system. We no longer have to do a bunch of marking ups and Fibonacci retracement, trend lines. We simply have to have our technology. That's why Esther was able to make $3,000 in a day. Another friend of mine that bought the technology is in Jamaica. His name is Dan. And he just sent me a message. I asked him how he was doing. He said at first he took $300 to $3,200 in a week. And then he said some bad habits came in and it reduced. But he was able to grow $300 to $3,000 in 1 week because this technology is very, very powerful. Not only that you could trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so forth, but you could trade stocks. You could trade things like stocks like Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Google. You could also trade the cryptocurrency pairs that I just mentioned, a bunch of cryptocurrencies. You could also trade Forex pairs. So if you're a lover of Ethereum, of Euro USD and AUD JPY and GBP USD, whatever you like trading, the system analyzes it for you. Or you could trade indices. Some of us like trading gold and silver and oil and S&P 500, NAS 100. Do you like trading NAS 100? Joshua?
Yeah, and gold also.
And gold as well. All right. All right. So here's how sweet our system is, right? You could also do what I call some 4-hour and 1-hour trades. Let's look at some 1-hour trades on the 1-hour time frame. Let's look at the 1-hour trades. And we're going to look at all of these cells coming down. All right. These are 1-hour time frames. So the market started selling, you can see it's coming down, right? Started buying back up. And then we could see the green. Can you see red, 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 green, red? Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So Michael, do you see these blue cylinders, long cylinders? Do you see them? The blue ones?
Yes.
Okay. So from the beginning of one to the next is a full day because each of these candles take a full hour to pop on the screen. They do not pop on the screen every minute as the other chart does. This chart is showing you the candles as if they literally take 1 hour to come on screen. So when this happens for the first time, Joshua, Michael, Ali, you're going to put in an entry. You're going to put in 2 entries for those who are going to be trading, actively putting 2 entries. So when one comes down, the first one, when it starts going down, you just see it went down, you'd have been able to close one, right, with 5-10 pips. And when it comes to NAS, guys, right here to right here, that's already 58 pips, right? Would you be happy to win a trade with 58 pips, Joshua, on NAS?
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
All right. And you pull back up, pull back down. All right. So you could have gotten 1 entry, 2 entries, okay, and another entry here, okay? And you saw it come down even further for another win. But let's say you only took one, you took the first one, and when it started to go up and down, you left that alone, and you waited again for it to happen. You see the market came down, went back up, came down, went back up. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Can you see the pattern over here, Joshua? Red, 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 green, red. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Right. So you come down here now, and you put in another entry. But remember, you could have still had 1 entry up here, right? From this last pull back, right? You could have had another entry down here waiting for it to come back down, okay? And you could have closed one with 10 pips and leave the other one to run until it comes back and taps you with that entry. Okay, if it doesn't come back. So what would have happened here again? What would have happened here again? What would have happened here again, Joshua, right? Let's see how many pips that is. That's 183 pips on NAS. Would you be happy, Joshua?
Wow, that's some good movement and some good money.
All right, wait, we're not done yet. We're not done. Red, 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 green. Did it happen again? Let's see what happened again. Let's see what happened again, right? You put your entry below the line and let's see if it dropped. Okay, let's see how much is this next one. 221 pips on NAS. Would you be happy to have taken out 200 and even 10 pips on NAS out of that move.
Wow.
And how many of them, as we counted so far, Joshua? 1, 2, 3, right? 4. Let's see if it gave us another entry. Let's see what's happening here again, right? Did it see it pushed up? And let me explain to everybody. These 2 green candles running up like this. When traders see this big push up going on, Joshua, our traders tend to jump in for a buy when they see these candles moving up so fast on the 1 hour time frame. Our traders tempted to jump in for a buy here.
Yeah, most of the time they do.
They do. Here's what's happening. There are 2 big banks in the world, one called BlackRock, one called Vanguard. And what they do is they use artificial intelligence and pump money into the market and drive it up. The purpose of it is to get traders to buy it on it, put trades in, but they have all intention of selling the market. This system is telling us that this is a fake move. The developer for the technology calls this BS indicator. I call it the fake out indicator, where the market is giving you a fake out to let you believe that you should buy when no, this system is telling you it's not a buy, it's a sell. So if you came in and you put your entry down here below while the market is pushing up, let's look to see what happened on the next candle. What happened on the next candle there, Joshua? What happened? Did you win a sell?
Yeah, sell.
Yes, right? And then so that you'd have won that trade, all right? I lost count of how many pips you'd have won, all right? And then let's see the market is starting to reverse here. You could see the box change from red to green. When you see that happens, that's your indication to say you need to back up off the sells, and you should probably wait for the market to recalibrate and then look for buys. And if we go back further and look on when the market was buying, you could see when all of these indicators were green, right? You could see them when they were green. You could see that. Okay, so let's look at what would have happened if you took one of these buys, and you had this indicator back here, and you went for a buy here, Joshua. Let's say you went for a buy here. Let's start right here, and you put a buy in right here. Let's look and see how many pips, Michael. Let's check, and Joshua's gonna tell us. So we're in the trade here. We opened up 2, okay? When it tapped us here, we'll put in another one here, another entry. Okay, so open up 2. We could have taken the entry here as well. Okay, you could have taken it here. Any one of these could have taken them, right? And then let's look at what happened over time. Because this is when the market went into sideways, so most likely you'd have to come out up here somewhere. But let's see how many pips this is, right? What's the number of pips? The pips is in the middle. Joshua, could you call out that number for me in the middle, the one in the middle, not the 2 to the side, the one in the middle. Can you see it? Can you expand your screen and read it for us?
Okay, yes, I'm expanding my screen.
The last 2 numbers are the decimals. Well, just could you read out how many pips that is?
That's 137.
No, 137 is number to the right. The one in the middle that starts at the 5.
Okay, 5. That's 554.
Yes, 554 pips. The last 2 numbers are the decimals. Now, if you put in a single trade, and you won 540 pips on a single trade,
that's good money.
Would you be very, very happy, Josh?
Sure. You.
How much money would Michael earn, or Ali earn, if they traded $10 per pip and they won 540 pips on a trade? How much money would they earn?
That's 5,400 pips.
$5,200 US dollars that they would have earned. But here's what's so wonderful. And Joshua, you could answer this for me. On this 1 hour trade, let's go back to the end of the chart and look at these 1 hour time frames and some of these 200 pip moves, right? Like this one, 200 pips. Can someone that has a $100 account, let's say as small as that, right? Could they put in a trade with 0.1 lot size on this trade and win 172 pips? Joshua?
Yeah.
Yes. So that means that somebody with a $100 account could earn how much money?
That's about $17.
170, not 17 pips.
Yeah, $117.
Right. So someone with a $100 account could literally, in how many hours did this take to happen? Right here. 1, 2. How many hours is this move? This move right here, Joshua. How many hours did it take for that to happen?
That's
1 hour.
3 hours.
3 hours. 3 hours. No, so I want us to understand the magnitude of what we have. This system is a game changer at many levels because I've never seen anything that could give us this level of accuracy in predicting the direction of the market, whether it's a buy or sell. Let's go to gold. You mentioned gold, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to gold. Let's see if it predicts gold as well. Okay. All right. So here are the entries. The entries here on gold on the 1 hour. I think we need to drop down to the 30-minute because the 1 hour is showing the green. Okay, just so you know. So you see you're on the 1 hour. We're seeing these gaps. Notice these gaps, but it's not. There's a little dot of green right here. There's a little dot. There's a little dot of green right here. There's a little speck. Can you see that speck of green, Michael?
No. Can you put your cursor there?
Ali, yeah, where my cursor? Can you see a little speck of green, Ali?
Yeah, I see it.
You see it, right? So that was an entry on the 1 hour. But if you drop this, Joshua, to the 30-minute, you'd see a lot more. You see the greens. On the shorter time frame, there's a reason why it shows up differently, okay? So this is the 30-minute chart. So if you went in for the 30-minute on the gold, right, but you could still do it on the 1 hour. But advanced level, once you get used to the system, you'll understand how to use the different time frames, right? So let's count now, Joshua. How much would you earn on this move, right? You started reversing down here. So let's say you jumped out here, right? That's 135 pips on gold. Would you be happy with 135 pips on gold, Joshua?
Very well.
And this is one move, okay? What about over here? See, you have another one over here. Every time you see the green, the red, 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 green, red, that's your entry. Red, 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 green, red, that's your entry. So this is 1 entry, 2 entries, 3 entries, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joshua, are you starting to like this system?
Okay, it's looking amazing.
It's amazing, right? And then guess what? You could, let me just minimize the screen, right? So what we do is that you're gonna get trained on how to use it. So how it works is that you put one time frame on the left side, the higher time frame on the left side, and the lower time frame on the right side. So let's say you're doing on the left, you're gonna put your 5 minute, on the right, you put your 1 minute. All right, so it just depends on how you trade. If you are a scalper, you would do 5 minute, 1 minute. Okay. If you are you prefer the longer time frames, you put 4 hour on the left, you put 1 hour on the right. Or if you want to use the 30-minute, you put the 1 hour on the left and you put the 30-minute on the right. Okay? And that's how you analyze you're looking at your trades. And then the system is sending us messages on what we should trade. So this is a boss system. Here are 2 other trades that it just called out. LTC USD, 1 minute sell stop. So Michael and Ali, you just simply come here, look for LTC USD, put it here and put it over here, and then look. Oh, which one did we call out earlier? I didn't even stay long enough to see if we won. Was XMR USD? Was it XMR USD? But this one already won. You could see that, right? We're a little late in it. You could see that. It went up. You could see when it went up, Joshua. You could see it came back down already. Okay? So we're a little bit late on that one. Okay? But let's go check on XMR to see what happened on the 1 minute. Okay? You remember when we put this in earlier, not too long ago? Do you remember, everybody? Michael? Was it XMR?
Yeah, I think so.
There's so many of them, man. And we had Ethereum, Bitcoin as well, right?
Yeah, Bitcoin.
Okay. guys, the amount of opportunities that we have here to make money are so many, right? And this is a Ethereum BTC. 1 minute. Okay, it's not yet down. It's not yet come down. But the XMR won already. Okay, so this system is a boss system. I call it the abundance system because it's giving us so many opportunities to make money. You know, no longer we have to wait on a markup and a setup. We could just simply Ethereum US dollar 1 minute sell stop. The system is just spitting out trades on a Saturday night in Nigeria, Saturday evening over here in the United States, late Saturday night over there. It's almost midnight in Ethiopia, right? Ali? Am I right, Ali? Is it almost midnight over there or past midnight?
Yes, midnight.
All right. So here is Ethereum BTC. Let's see if it's going to spin around. Ethereum US dollar on the 1 minute time frame. And let's see what happens there. We could leave that one on the screen. Any questions from anybody about this amazing system that's in front of us? Any questions from anyone?
Wow. Well, if I as a beginner, it looks much more like rocket science, and I think one needs to really have good training before you can even think of using this app.
So how the process of it, Femi, is that you buy the technology. The first month you should practice with it. First full month, watch the video, learn how to use it. Second month you should stay in a demo, not real account. And then the third month you go live. Those people who have been going through that process have been able to do well. Some people like Esther, she knew how to trade before. So when she bought the technology, she could start trading with it quickly. She was able to make $600 her first day using the scanner. And last week, Friday, she earned over $3,000 in 1.5 hours. And there are many other people who are doing well using the system. So it just depends on your willingness to go through the process and learn. And I know for us in Nigeria, $600 for some people can be a bit of a pinch. So here's what I suggest. I suggest that individuals, I started off when I was in Nigeria with Xtream. I joined as an affiliate and I paid the first payment of $160. Because Michael, you remember when I did this, right? You remember when I joined and I was telling you about it. Do you remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've earned, the company has paid me a little over 100,000 US dollars in commissions over the time I've been involved with the group, okay? Based on being an affiliate marketer. So I've been able to now purchase this scanner and the system out of my commissions. I did not have to find extra money to pay for anything. Our daughter, she's learned how to trade using this education program. I've also learned how to trade, and now we're getting education for free. So if you want to get free education, you want to buy the technology, just market the company while you're doing anything else you're doing. And you could earn commissions by just simply enrolling with $168 and then start introducing friends and family. And then they can come and, some people will want to buy the technology straight. They don't want to wait on doing any marketing, which is fine. And that's okay too. And, you know, and then for those of us who want to market it first, like I did, and then buy it later, you could take that approach. Some of us take that approach, and then you could buy your technology out of your commissions, and you could also fund your trading account out of your commissions as well. So in that way, you're not touching your other money for your bills and the other things or your other business that you do. You'll just be able to use this to finance this one program to finance everything. So that's my approach. But you could go ahead and buy the technology. Some traders come and see this, they buy the technology right away because it's just it's just clear that this is a game changer. So here we have another trade that's developing here, all right? And I'm going to leave this on the screen. So thank you for your question, Michael. Really appreciate that.
Welcome.
Yeah. So Ali, Joshua, thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing. and being willing to be online with me and be my co-host here. And any other questions from anyone else?
Yeah, I want to ask, the signal that the system calls out, does it also come with a stop loss?
No, you get training on where to put in your stop loss and you put in your entries. So for example, this trade, when it activates, you grab your trade line and you move it to just above here, so you give it a chance to breathe, but you should put your stop loss a little bit above where the hook happens. And you should really use the hook should be above the higher time frame, right? So the higher time frame, okay, this is not 5 minutes. All right, so on the higher time frame, okay, you could see the 5 minute reversal. If you look on the left side, you can see where the 5 minute reversal is. So you put it just above where the 5 minute reversal is over here. That's how you're going to be trained on how to use it. So once it activates down here, when it comes down here, right, you just scroll your screens, and when it comes down here, you're gonna move it and put it just a little bit above here, just like that. Oh, no, wait, this is still on the 1 minute. It's 5 minutes, yeah, 5 minutes, and then this is on the 1 minute, right? Okay, so that's how you're gonna do it. So we'd wait for it to come down, and then when it does, you protect your account by putting your stop loss. Sync scroll, you put your stop loss a little bit above the hook or the reversal on the 5 minute over there on the left side. You could see it on the left side, and then that's where you put your stop loss. So just in case it activates and comes back and reverses on you, then you just come out here, and then there's some strategies that you're going to learn about the back and all of that, and when to re-enter the trade, if you should re-enter the trade. All right, but you learn all of that. So Femi, you're going to be practicing with this for a while before you make money with it, right? But there's already a gentleman who did that and he earned $500,000 already. And he just started in December with this. We started with it in Xtream in April. So we have it for about 3 months now, going into our 4th month. And I'm so grateful for it. I'm really grateful because it's made my trading life simple. It's made the pathway to succeeding as a trader clear. A lot of members earn a lot of money. We have quite a few members using this in our community that are doing $1,000, $500, $600, $200 per day using this. So this is a boss system, really, really, really boss system that we have. And these candles move slow on a Saturday evening, so it's not fast. Sometimes it moves fast, but most times it's slow. But when the market is hot during the London, New York, and Asian sessions, man, you make some really good money because the moves are happening and the system is predicting the moves. So you're ahead of the move and not guessing and hoping and wondering. And what has now happened, Joshua? What has now happened here? Can you see what happened there? Can you see it? Can you see that candle drop? Can you see that candle drop down below entry? Okay, with a little bit of pullback. Can you see that, Joshua? Okay, Joshua is still there. But so this trade is live, happening right now in front of our eyes. Okay,
Yeah,
and then based on where we placed our entry, that would have just activated the trade. So would have just activated the trade, and then you're gonna go to put your stop loss a little bit above here. So just in case this reverses and goes this way, it taps out here. But right now, it went a little bit into profit. You could see that it went a little bit into profit, a little bit of profit, right? And now it's in negative, okay? But it went a little bit into profit already. And we just wait. These trades go back and forth. They go up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's just the nature of this. And this time of the day, we don't get fast movements, right? So most traders would not want to trade now because the volume in the market is too small, right? The volume in the market is not strong enough, right? The volume in the market is not strong enough to give us some big moves. So most of us would not trade at this time because of that, okay? You get too many reversals at this time of the day. because of the slow movement. And sometimes it's just meanders, you know. You may be stuck in between here to here for a long period of time. And I don't like being in a 1 minute trade, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't like that. You know, if it's a 1 minute trade, let's be in and out. So the best time to trade these is when the market is in session, okay, which is Sunday night, Monday morning for you in Africa, right? Sunday night for us in the United States, you'll be able to come in and trade. Monday morning, New York session, that is some Monday afternoon for Africa, Europe. That's a great time to trade the markets. The market is moving really well at that time. All right. So, any other questions from anybody else? Any questions from anyone else? All right. So Femi had a question. I know Femi, I keep calling Femi. I know Michael, Femi. All right.
It's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, yeah. But any questions from anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question. You hear me? Ali?
All right, great. So we spoke about the scanner. We spoke about these different assets, and it's just now a function of each of you choosing to get back to the person who invited you to be here, and then all your questions will be answered, and it will help you to understand, know what you need to do. Whether you're going to come in and join us as an affiliate, you're going to come in and join us as just getting the product or product as a member. It's all depends on what you want to do. We're here to serve you and here to help you to understand how to use this. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. So we looked at a lot of stuff. All right. I know some of you won't be able to sleep tonight. All right. So see this trade meander, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But we're not going to stand here to see that. It's just too slow right now. Too slow. For 1 minute, too slow. All right, see, it's pushing my down again. It's kind of slow right now. All right, anyone else before I jump off? And then tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock Nigeria, 10 o'clock UK. That's 12 midnight for you in Ethiopia, Ali. We're going to be on here tomorrow again, and and my business partner BB from the USA, she's going to be handling the presentation. All right. And thank you very much for showing up, everybody. Ali, and once again, Michael and Joshua, thank you for participating. Thank you for being my co-pilots in navigating this market. And then Joshua, you can stay on the BTC. This is Ethereum US dollar chart and see what happens. Most likely the same thing is going on BTC USD. The same thing is happening on BTC USD because both of them tend to behave the same way. We'll put BTC USD here on the 1 minute. You can see it's very similar, right? Very similar. But the Ethereum seems to be selling off before.
Dr. Harry, one question. I don't know if you hear me well.
Yes, I can, Ali.
Yeah, my question is, when you are making this presentation, are you using for the safe trade, system, or you're just doing?
No, this is the system. This is the live. This is my live safety trade system on the screen.
Oh,
this is the one I personally use to trade.
Okay, then it's a bit clear, a little bit.
So this is exactly what you're going to end up doing.
Yeah.
There are some intermediate and advanced level stuff that I didn't get into, in terms of but there's huge opportunities here to make money. All right, we just when we looked at gold and with Joshua and Nas, right, and just looking at gold here and looking at the 1 hour chart on gold, we saw a ton of opportunities here. All right, changing it to the 30 minute, we see a ton of entry points that you could have made sells that are going to go in the direction that you don't have to wonder if it's going to sell. These 30-minute sells, they sell. That's what the system predicts, and it moves in that direction. It's just now a function of how many pips you're going to collect. And for those who are active traders, just imagine you caught this move, when it started off here the first time. Okay, Joshua, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Right. So just imagine, Joshua, that you open up two trades here at this entry point, right? Right here. And then when the first one went to 10 pips, you collected 10 pips and you let the second one run. Can you see what would have happened? It did not come back to tap out your entry. Do you see that? It did not come back to your entry. So your stop loss is at entry. Can you see what would have happened? Your
Yeah,
entry
very well.
price, can you see what would have happened? You see how far your entry price is now from the market?
Very well.
Right. How many pips is this, bro?
But the big, but
616
how much,
pips on gold. 616 pips.
Wow.
but Pip, how
Yep.
much cost?
It depends on how much the pip. It depends on how much you're able to trade
Yeah.
based on your account size. And this is where the system call it out. Can you see that, Joshua? Red, red,
Very
red,
well.
green, red. You see that, right? So you'd have put in two trades here when it happened for the first time, because you could see it was all green here. Looked like it was buying up. You see there's a big sell-off up here when the market was buying. Market was buying on gold, buying, 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 buying. There was a sell-off, big sell-off. Okay, then it looked like it was buying back up. You could see when it went back up to here, right? Went back up to almost back to where it sold off from, giving people a feeling that it's going to buy back up and continue to do this. Because this was maybe a news drop, and then it looked like it bought back up, right? Giving the people who are still in trades thinking it's going to come back up. And then you could see, okay, this green now is turned to red right here. Here's the red arrow. You wait again, you wait for the retest. You wait, see, you get a good entry here. Here it is, right here. You put your entry in here. And then you just close the first one down when it starts to pull back here. Maybe here, close the first one down. The second one, you're in. The second one, you're still in with your stop loss entry. You get another entry down here, Joshua. You could see that you got another entry here. Okay. This push up didn't take out your first trade that was in, because it's a risk-free trade now. It's in at entry. Your stop loss is there. There's nothing that could happen to you with your money. Okay. Right? Am I right, Joshua?
Yeah, you're right.
Right. And then look what happens. You get another entry here, but you still have the other one still running while you have another entry here. And then you would have been able to close that one down. You could have put in two, close one. This would have tapped you out here if you put a trade in and put in your stop loss at entry, but it would not have come anywhere close to the first one that you got back here. And then you would have been able to ride that one down. Then you would have been able to close that one out, make some money on that one, put in another one here. You still have the original trade all the way up here running. Okay, and then you come over here, you have another entry here, Joshua, for another sell. And then you come over here again, you have another entry for another sell. Okay? And then the one that's up here is still going. Okay? And you could keep it until the market starts to show you that it's ready to buy when all of this turns green. And then you could choose to close this one out with all of those pips. But if it keeps going down, why not just stay in it? Right? And then you could have had others, right? Because if you put in two, if you put in two each time, right? Two each time, and you put in two here, this one didn't come back to entry, right? If you put in two here, this one would have tapped you. This one would have tapped you. This one would have tapped you, right? But this one would have tapped you. But this one didn't. This one didn't. No, it did. Came back to entry, right? You could see came back up to here, right? But this is so wonderful. This one didn't come back. Right? No, it came back to entry. It came back to entry here. But this is an amazing system, man. Amazing, amazing system. So, Joshua, if you do choose to get this, just get ready to roll in some serious money, because this win is massive. This is massive. And when would you have started this trade? Let's see what when we enter the trade. It's here, right? The date on that trade is August 7th. August 7th, right? So August 7th. So you could have been in this trade for like about 10 days, man. Right? Let me see if I'm right, because these are half an hour, so 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, so these are session 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, 7 day, 8 day, 9 days, 10 days, 11 days, 12, 13, 14. So 2 weeks, and the trade is still running while you're making money on the other trades and you're collecting on this big one. Come on, man. Right? And I'm just learning how to do that stuff, by the way. I'm no expert here. I'm just still learning how to do it. But I'm so grateful and thankful because this has made trading simpler and clearer and easier and just come down to colors. All right. So thank you very much. I know we've been on here long. We've stayed on longer than we would have normally, but I really appreciate you guys. So we'll see you guys at the top of life. Everybody here deserves to be there. Get back to the person who invited you to be on our call, and then we can help you to get the product or get registered as the case might be. All right. All right. Have a great time. See you guys tomorrow. Those who are going to be out with us tomorrow Sunday. Bring some friends and family with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Michael.
Oh.